back to the Sunday Shitshow, episode 7. We got Stuey here joining us on the lounge.
Legends.
Yep. He's been out and about, braving the weather this week, bringing us a few surf reports. Bit dismal looking, but
Been a bit dusty, Geltchy. Been a bit dusty.
been a bit ordinary.
Yeah.
And we ended up with a spare spot on the lounge this week, so we bought, we've let the skeleton out of the closet and brought Bones out to give us a bit of his feedback, which is pretty quiet.
Haven't
But
seen Bones in a while. Good to see you, Bones.
yeah, hopefully he'll speak up and give us a bit of info.
He doesn't say much.
So yeah. Anyway, big news this week is events being cancelled, left, right, and centre. We are just seeing event after event, like from the big music festivals. I think I even read that Good Things has been the dates have been pushed back. Big one for us locally is Caloundra Music Festival is now no more.
Got the can.
Yep, got the can. And big one for the car people is the ASRF have cancelled the Regional Queensland Motoring Festival,
Unbelievable.
which I think that was to go down at Mackay. And due to poor entry numbers, which is, things are tough.
Cry and shame that one, folks. Cry and shame.
And with that, there was a raffle car to be drawn, a hot rod to be drawn at that event. And they have said that the raffle will still go ahead, but it will be drawn at a later event. So pretty sad for the industry, the people around it. I think this fella here, he looks like a bit of an ex-roadie. Was doing a few festivals and that, and he hasn't had a feed in quite a while.
Yeah, well, he didn't get paid.
I'd say, yeah, you hear a lot of that going down, and venues closing.
Venues closing left, right, and centre.
Yeah.
You know, this is due to rising costs of everything, insurances, you know, heavier policies on health and safety and all this stuff. I think since coronavirus garbage went down, the roll-on's really starting to be felt now, Geltch.
Well,
really starting to be felt.
I think with the cost of living, rent, everything going up, you know, your transport fees to get from venue to venue through the roof. The actual bands have to charge more, get more money. Flights have gone up.
Yep.
You know, they're paying their sound guys, all the other people that you don't see in the background, because everyone's got to make ends meet. Security, you know, like with everything happening. And the big one that I've been reading about and hearing about lately is insurance.
Yeah.
I was
insurance
hearing
through the roof.
a local venue here was paying something like $150,000 a year insurance. It's just gone up to $500,000.
Whoa, that's a kick in the pants, isn't it?
You know, and they don't sell drinks like they used to, so the venues'
Missing out.
income's going down.
Yep.
Yeah, it's hard, and you know, for those backing the music festivals and sponsoring it and that, there's just not the return on it.
Well, it seems to me the littler, like we've got a, and it's, you know, it's not that little, there's quite a few bands and everything, but we've got the big weekend, next weekend, Saturday the 13th of July, up here on the sunny coast.
That's it, Black Flag Brewing, isn't it?
Black Flag Brewing, yeah.
Yep.
We got Pricey with Dave Gleeson from the Screaming Jets, and the Bennies. The Bennies will be headlining it. I've got my shirt on. Auntie did a collab with SRH, and
Nice.
got my Auntie shirt on. So the Bennies are playing. So that'll be a good event. But I think that's the future now. I think
Grassroots, sort of smaller events.
smaller events, because these big events, you know, they cost a packet to put on.
Oh, and just to buy a ticket to go to, like,
You're not wrong.
yeah,
You know,
just-
the small events, you know, they've had to put their prices up as well. You know,
Yeah.
it's across the board.
and with that, this is Pricey's third year at doing the big weekend. The first one started off, the second one was bigger, and this one should be the biggest and best yet. So
Yeah, it should be a cracker.
hats off to you, Pricey. You're doing the sunny coast proud, mate.
Can't pull his beanie off, but you know, He would if he could.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think there's now stricter regulations and that as well. Some people I knew started a venue that's now gone, and before it was even up and running, there was complaints of the noise and stuff like that, which I'll never ever get. Like, if you're buying property, you know what's around you, and
100%.
I'll never ever understand the noise thing. But it happens, and unfortunately, the minority seem to have a bigger voice these days. And I think after COVID, the stricter regulations and that, like with health and safety, have just really put people off, and the fear of being in a big crowd and it's...
Oh, don't even get me started on this one. I'm not entering into it. I'll just sit here and listen because, yeah, I can't get going on that one.
Yeah, but I think that was the start of the downfall of it all. Like,
100%.
You know, like so many bands.
You got to look at from 2020 when this COVID stuff happened. Really have a look at how much everything has changed across the board on the globe. Just have a look, folks. Have a think about it and really check stuff out. I mean, geez, I didn't hear about any rainbow colours before 2020 and things like that. You know what I mean? It all existed, but geez, a lot of stuff's prevalent now, and the world's really gone mad, I believe. Crazy place we live in.
It is.
Crazy place.
It is.
And, you know, for things like festivals and music events that have been a staple for everyone in their lives for a long time, you know, we all grew up going to these things, big days out,
yeah.
You know, just great events. To have all these big venues and festivals getting crippled, it's a crying shame. Crying shame. So, you know, it's the public that suffer, and the people that run the shows and put in their hard work and time.
And I think the digital age has had a lot to do with it now. Like, you can basically live stream most events and that now, which I think is a bit of a distraction in that as well. So,
yeah,
you know, you actually get a better seat in your lounge room streaming stuff often. So
it's cooked.
So it is. Times are changing, you know, and that's it for sure. And, you know, the governments and that, I think, are very limited on what they can do to support it. And it's just, it's a bit...
don't even get me started on governments.
No, well, I never ever want to bring religion, politics and that into the Sunday shit show. That's...
we'll leave that at the door, mate.
That could be a whole other show.
Yeah, and that really is a shit show, folks. That's a shit show.
It is. And, but anyway, let's move along. And, Stu, where are we up to with the SRH Instagram giveaway?
Right. All you punters out there, get on board. It's going all right, but you know, there's still time. Get your entries in, tag your mates, and get it happening, because there's a good little prize pack there from SRH, good mates, and we want to see that cracking a bit better than it is. So tag your mates, you've got a good chance of winning some good buff.
Yeah, and that's all you got to do is jump on either Instagram for Geltchy or the Instagram for SRH Clothing Australia.
Yep.
Like the post on either one, that gives you a vote straight up. The winner must be following both SRH Clothing Australia and Geltchy on Instagram.
Yep. And
your products will only be shipped in Australia. So if you do that, and if you want to get some extra entries for each mate you tag, we'll put another name in the barrel to draw out. So, you know, there's a chance there. You don't get much for nothing these days.
Certainly don't. So get on board. It's a chance to win yourself some good gear.
Yeah, and that's
cool threads.
Yeah. So anyway, to those that have liked it, watched the video that's up there, seen the post, left a comment. You know, thanks. Yeah, we really appreciate it, and look forward to seeing who the winner is, and that'll be drawn at the end of July with the can't remember the exact date, but the winner will be announced on the Shitshow episode following that. So stay tuned, get in,
Jump on
get
board.
your mates on board.
Yep.
The Geltchy Car Art Giveaway. Well, as you know, we hit the reset button last episode. We've shifted over to EH Holden. We've got a few entries now. We're getting a few on board. We've had a lot of people talking about entering. Now's your chance. If you've got an EJ or an EH Holden,
Jump on it.
at Geltchy, the top pin post, the info's there. DM a photo, and you're away. And I'm going to up it for this one. I was really, really happy with how the artwork turned out for Crack Terry, the winner of the previous one with his 1 tonner.
Really good.
This time, I'm raising the bar.
Bar's being raised, folks. Bar's
Okay.
being raised.
The winning car owner is going to get a framed print.
Frame.
Framed. I'm going to pay that out of my pocket. Frame print to the winner. And one person that's voted
Jump on that.
randomly will get an unframed artwork as well. So
Jump on that one because Geltchy's getting his wallet out. Geltchy's actually going to open the wallet, so I'll be involved in that one. Bones reckons he's going for an EJ, so
oh yeah, better be low.
All aboard this ship, folks.
It better be slammed.
It'll be slam bone, reckon.
So yeah, we want your EJs and your EHs, and we want them now.
Get them in. Get them in.
Yeah. And surfing, Stu.
Surfing.
Been a bit on.
Bit on. We've got Bolitos in the mix at the moment. We had the Saccharima Viva Rio Pro. That was pretty good event. Bit up and down with the waves. We had some victory at sea conditions. But in the women's, Catelyn Simmers ended up pulling the wool out from under young Sawyer Lindblad, who's having a cracker year as a rookie. That was the final there, and then we had Jago Dora and Italo Ferreira in the final.
All Brazilian.
All Brazilian final. Italo got the win over Griff in the semis and pulled it off in the final against Jago, who, in my opinion, was really surfing well, and he has been the last few events. I mean, the guy rips.
Oh, yeah.
As does Griffin, but well, they all do. You know, it's a hard call these days because all the boys rip. It's just the luck of the draw on the day, isn't it? Who's getting the waves? But Italo really did come back into form, and
Has he been on the podium much?
well, he won Tahiti.
Oh, he won Tahiti.
Yeah. So he's got 2 in a row now. So putting himself back in the mix. He's swinging hard.
The Brazilians sort of were all off to a slow start.
Yeah.
This season.
Slow start.
So yeah, while we're here, Bones.
Hang on. We got more.
Oh, okay.
We got the Olympics, folks. That's coming up very shortly, and we've got our Olympic team, which is Molly Picklin,
Nice.
Tyler Wright,
Yep.
Jack Robbo, and the Stratty Flyer, Ethan Ewing. So we've got a pretty good little team for the Olympics. If you want to have a look at heat draws and stuff, folks, that is available on the net now. The heat draws have been announced, and there's a couple of crackers. So that'll be an exciting thing, I think. Bones is, he's lost his flesh due to the excitement.
Yeah, I just want to know who your pick is for the CT this year. Who is going to take out the world title?
It's pretty quiet, mate.
Oh, I think he'll come up with something, but you do your research and you get back to us, you stupid bag of bones.
Yeah, so we got a bit on with the waves, so we'll just keep our eyes peeled. As I say, Bolito's on, so get amongst that, folks. Pretty exciting so far. Be good to see who the winner is of this one. Yeah.
So the world tour all goes quiet for
Doesn't start until Fiji, which is I think around the 20th to the 29th of August.
So
dates for that.
with the Olympics coming up, that all goes quiet. There's a bit of time out.
Yeah,
And,
bit of time out for the surfers not in the Olympics. They get a little break, get a bit of a chance to warm up for F1J1, which to me is going to be, I love the comp at Fiji. If we've got swell, my goodness gracious, that'll be absolutely awesome.
It could be interesting too with them getting a bit of a rest, getting to reset, getting to have a bit of time out too, that little break.
Yeah, it can help. Can definitely
I think,
help.
you know. Yeah,
So what's next, Mark? What's fresh off the press? I want to see what you got.
Okay, a fair bit's gone out this week, but I've got a couple of stragglers here, and I'm going to call this week the penny pincher week.
Penny pincher. Well, that's
Stuff's so tough out there at the moment, and use the Shitshow as a code when you check out, because all the stuff on here will be discounted, as well as the Sandman stuff last year for all Shitshow viewers. So when you check out, use that. So yeah, so we've got the pink custom Monaro number plate, which is a nice clean looking one, and they're $25, and then take 20% off that if you're a Shitshow viewer.
That's a pretty good deal, Shitshow viewers.
Yeah, and free shipping for all orders over $75.
Yeah, the pink Monaro reminds me a bit of Lady Penelope, for the viewers that remember the Thunderbirds.
Yeah, and then after the 1 tonner from last month, I've released a 1 tonner. I went a bit old school, kept it a bit simple.
Who doesn't love a 1 tonner?
Yeah, so this one is dropped this week. So if you like a 1 tonner, here's one for you.
Yeah, that's one for all the frothers, I'm telling you. Oh, look at that. What a gem. Another beauty. Another beauty.
And if you're really, really tight for money, looking to send a card to someone or do something, we've got these cards for you. $10, and I'll do free postage on them to all Shitshow viewers as well. So, you know, doing our best to look after those out there doing it tough.
Do yourself a favour and jump on it.
And you from Smirk Supply Co., which Bones is repping, is the Boneyard beanie, the fisherman style beanie, and that's just dropped this week. That's now available, and yeah, you can grab that if you want to.
Yeah, Bones has been hooked up. Hooked up.
Might warm him up a bit.
Yeah, he does look like a bit of an old fisherman, doesn't he?
He does. He backs your Roomba board riders, and
Well, wouldn't you?
I did see him occasionally down at the local there at one stage.
Yeah, I saw him, and he had his dog with him too.
He did, yeah. Iggy.
Iggy
He's
was there.
since gone.
He passed away, old Iggy. He was a bag of bones himself.
Oh, Iggy had a bit of an issue with the council there one day, but he was on a lead, so it was all good.
Yeah, they tried to take him, folks. I was there. I witnessed the whole thing, but Bones pulled it off. Had him on a lead. Safe days it was.
It was. And not to mention our mate Mick from Intricate Shockwave. We've got Intricate Shockwave surfboard wax also on the website, and that's available good if you're just below the $75 threshold for free shipping. Grab a cake of wax, and who knows, you'll get your free shipping. And this stuff, handmade here on the sunny coast, and it's good. It's good. Smells pretty good. It's got that old school smell to it.
Beautiful. Reminds me of the old Survival.
It does a bit, doesn't it? It's and it's sticky.
Oh yeah.
It's sticky.
Talk about super glue on your feet.
Yeah, so you want some epic wax from Intricate Shockwave? Get on to geltchy.com.au.
And it is epic. It is epic. Give it a run.
Bit of music, Stu.
Music. Well,
What have you been listening to this week?
well, I've been warming up for the festival, the big weekend, so I've been listening to the Bennies, mate. I've been on to the Bennies, and one of my favourite songs is Anywhere You Want to Go.
Nice.
So yeah, have a listen to the Bennies. Good
Have a
Aussie
listen.
band. You know, punk reggae.
Check out geltchy.com.au on the homepage. Hit the orange button, enter the Shitshow, and you will actually be able to watch the film clip for it.
Yeah, they've been around a long time, the Bennies, and great Aussie band. Melbourne boys, back 'em. Get on it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. I sort of messed stuff up a bit then. I forgot. Shout out to an underdog. So Stu, if you want to do yours, and then I'll merge mine together.
Yeah, I've had a bit of a think about it, and there is a bit of an underdog, and she's actually from the sunny coast as well, young Isabella Nichols.
Definitely.
She gives it her all. She's been on the CT. She's battling away again at the moment. She's at Bolito.
Yeah.
And she's a bit of an underdog, and I believe, she rips. She throws buckets and she rips. The whole family, nice people.
They are.
And
former neighbours.
Yeah, great people. And I just like to see people getting behind Isabella.
And it took her a long time to actually get sponsorship, to get momentum happening, and then Billabong eventually picked her up. And
she's done the hard yards. So.
Oh, definitely, and she's no slouch either. She's also studying at university and
very clever young lady. Yeah.
Thinking ahead post tour at a young age. So that's
she's definitely got her head screwed on.
Yeah, and we love it when she's in town and she comes down often with her brother and goes for a paddle, and always got a smile on her face.
And who's your underdog, Geltchy?
My underdog actually merges into my music pick as well.
There you go.
So my underdog is actually the band Crazy Town.
Yeah, a bit of tragedy around Crazy Town at the moment, viewers.
Yeah, so originally they started out, I think, with Epic and with Shifty as the Brimstone Sluggers. That's what they were called, and they actually done an album under that name at one point a bit later. And they're rap metal, hip hop rock. Game changers when they sort of hit the scene. It was a bit around like that. You actually see a lot more of that style of music now.
Yes.
And they had it. But something held them back, I believe. And they were so close to mainstream success. So close. But they had many internal conflicts, massive substance abuse issues with alcohol, drugs, and other stuff, and then tragedy. Which we'll move to the tragedy bit in a minute, but it's actually a bit of a sad story for a band that had so much talent and so much to give. So they were known for their unique blend of rap, metal, rock, and they just had so many setbacks. Personally, Shifty Shellshock just recently passed away from an accidental drug overdose.
Yeah.
Which is sad because he was sort of the face of them. Look, when you dig a bit deeper, got that wrong. DJ M also had an accidental drug overdose. And Rust Epic, it was, passed away from a heart attack. Yeah, so a bit mixed up there. And this all happened after they had a breakout hit, Butterfly, which still known everywhere today. And a lot of people think of them as a one-hit wonder because of that song. The two singles they released before that failed to chart, but Butterfly was huge. It was a bit softer, and a really good thing through it. And when that happened, the record company started pushing. They wanted another Butterfly. They wanted to see the dollar signs.
Yeah.
And that doesn't always happen. We've seen many bands where that's happened and the pressure's on them. And whether that's led to their
demise,
their substance abuse and that, I don't know. But there's obviously mental health struggles within that. Other turmoil, you don't know, but it's sad to see talented people lose them so young.
Bones, can you stop stepping on my foot?
So some of the highlights that a lot of people probably don't know about, when they first started, they toured with Red Hot Chili Peppers opening for them. They were huge. They performed at the SRH Festival in 2010, alongside a lot of the Suburban Noise bands and other people that Zinger pulled together. And they sort of went off the charts a bit, but they actually did keep releasing some albums, various lineups, and their music sort of changed, got a bit heavier and a bit, I actually quite like some of the later stuff. But everything they done, particularly on tour, there were incidents. They got withdrawn from Ozfest in 2000 because of Seth Binzer, Shifty Shell Shock, big drunken rage, threw a chair through a window, booted. The next year they were welcomed back to Ozfest, but they copped a lot of crap, being named Butterfly Boys. Yeah. Chasing the 13-year-old market. I don't necessarily agree with that, but I think they appeal to a lot wider audience.
Oh, for sure.
In 2023, which only last year, they were kicked off the Head PE tour. Which, Head PE are pretty wild, so to be kicked off their tour is interesting, but it was another violent altercation involving Binzer. So, just want to think about his family, his friends, those others, the sadness and that you're going through. Speak up, get help, do whatever you can. And,
it all comes back to mental
It does. And just on talking that, skateboarder I followed for a long time, third generation Dogtown skateboarder and photographer Pep Williams. Over the years, he's photographed them and he's always praised their music, their work, and stated how underrated they are. It's pretty sad that it's taken the passing of him to actually spend the time to look at the back catalogue and that, but it actually brought back a lot of memories and was good. So in saying that, my music pick, I would have picked something that was their newest, they released an EP just this year, not too long ago, called Flirting with Disaster. Interesting title considering all that's happened. And with that, they've upped it. It was heavier. They've brought a lot more aggression into it with the rock and the rap elements. And really, really good production. And probably the heaviest music to date. And there's only 3 tracks. You can see it on YouTube, Spotify. Give them a listen. Unfortunately, we're not going to see any video clips from that, I don't believe, since Shifty's passing. So that's a sad thing. So with that, with not having a film clip, I only go back to what I'm considering my favourite all-time track, and that's Lemon Face from 2014. That was on the 2015 album, The Brimstone Sluggers. And it was a darker, more introspective sound that had more rock riffs in it, still with the electronic elements, but a real hip-hop groove. And they really explore betrayal, inner conflict, and it's just got background of haunting guitar riffs and a powerful beat.
Yeah, well, there was inner conflict within the band.
Absolutely. When looking back now, you can see that. Then with Shifty's dynamic vocal delivery and that on it, it's a really polished song, but with raw production and the intense energy in it. And the film clip, it's sick. Like, I recommend, look it up, go to geltchy.com.au, hit the orange enter the Shitshow button, and you can you can have a look at it, have a look back, and you'd be surprised how many other tracks of theirs you've probably heard and didn't know it was them.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, so just to everyone in this industry that's doing it tough, whether you're a roadie, production person, anything like that, be like Bones here and support your mates.
Yep.
Jump on board. Do what you can to back each other, because the world is tough, but it's so tough, you know, just to make rent or home payments, and that at the moment is not easy. And we all need someone to lean on at some point.
100%.
And, you know, drugs aren't the answer, alcohol's not the answer. It might numb the pain for a short time, but it doesn't help long term.
No.
So
it's a band-aid. You know, it's going to get off.
So I really want to, you know, back to the mental health thing, and we did reach out to Grab Life by the Balls. We haven't heard anything back yet. We're hoping to, you know, we'd really like to collaborate and do something with you guys.
And look, in saying that as well with the mental health thing, I want everyone out there, check out Life Strife, guys. Life Strife is doing stuff, you know, to brighten the mood, whether you're, you know, in a Life Strife t-shirt or you're on a job site with your high vis.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about trying to brighten the mood up and put a smile on people's dials, as we say.
Yeah. Like we talk about, let's make surfing fun again.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity to make work a bit more than a mundane.
Everyone's got life strife. We understand that, so let's make light of it, and instead of getting down in the dumps about it, let's try and brighten ourselves up. And that's where, you know, you walk onto a job site and you see the supervisor of the shit show there. Well, it's going to make you laugh, isn't it? So
I know for me, when I was on the building site,
you know,
I was fixing so many stuff ups.
Yeah, you know, and it's a grind. Work can be a grind. So anywhere where, you know, you make things a bit of a happier environment, get into it. So check out Life Strife, because they're doing good things. And anyone who wants to get behind us with mental health, we'd appreciate that. Yeah, and you can catch us and get Life Strife. It's Life Strife AU on Instagram. Send a DM. Shout out to us. All the Life Strife products are available on Geltchy. Yep.
I've actually designed the range of products there, and Stu's done so much work in the background of it, and it's a passion project that.
And look, it's basically sold online, but if you're on the sunny coast and you're going through Coolum, get into Mitre 10 in Coolum, because they're stocking the brand in there, and they've got some good gear. They've got the high vis, they've got the high vis vests, they've got mugs. Go in and say good day to the team at Mitre 10 Coolum,
and Owen at Studio 53 as well. He's got the Support Your Mates t-shirts there as well. So
jump on board that one. It's an important issue.
Yeah, it's something we'd love to see grow. We'd love to see it give back to the community.
100%.
And bring the fun. You know, Life Strife was actually the stepping stone to the Sunday shit show, when we were doing little clips, little things, and we're like, you just can't fit enough into 30 to 60 seconds. We need to go a step further. So so all the brands, everything here. Stu with board carry and his surf reports, the merch associated with that's all available on geltchy.com.au. If there's something you're interested in,
jump on there,
have a look.
Plenty of gear on there.
Love you to comment. We break it up for Instagram. Would love you to comment on some of the Instagram posts. Maybe you're interested in coming on the shit show. You've got something to share we don't know about. You know, send us a DM, have a chat. We'll open the doors.
And if anyone wants to get behind the Sunday Shit Show and become a sponsor, jump on board. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, so this is bigger than just us. We want this to reach out to a community of artists, car enthusiasts, surfers, skaters, music, just those in the in the areas that we really enjoy and like, and you know, the stuff we've grown up with and we've continued to support. We want to keep doing that. So, and don't forget, you can see us if you want to look at us on YouTube.
And if you are on YouTube, do us a favour, helps us just build up our profile on there. Hit like, hit subscribe, write a comment here and there. We'd love to hear from you. You know.
That's it.
Bones especially, he loves hearing stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Baby Bones.
And if you don't want to look at us, which to be quite frank, I don't blame you, you can listen to us on both Spotify and SoundCloud. Now, once again, all these links are on the geltchy.com.au website. Each episode, there's actually a dedicated page with the videos, the products, a bit of background information, bit of a story. Who knows, we might even try and get a few comments from Bones up there as well, and have a read. And to those out there that have been supporting us, we appreciate it. We know we've had, you know, not just Australia, we've had some from America and Japan.
Yep.
There's a town or a city in Japan that
getting right behind us.
Yeah, every episode they're listening to, and we like it. So anyway, want to get on the good shit? Get on the Sunday shit show.
See you next time.